right, y'all. So, I know y'all gonna be like, oh, she just lazy as hell. She just keep bringing these videos in the bed. Yeah, you're right. Chrissy, look up into the camera. He's like, no. But anyway. So, what's this video about? Comfrey. People be asking me about comfrey all the time. And what comfrey do I have, and do I have seeds? So let me explain this about comfrey. The comfrey that I have is the comfrey that most people have. I have Russian comfrey, which is Bocking 14. I don't really buy into that Bocking 14. That's what it's called, but it's Russian comfrey. I call it by the name because that number, some people are not good at remembering numbers. But you can remember Russian comfrey, right? Putin's comfrey. There you go. So, the comfrey that Trump like. Oh. But anyway, so yeah, that's the comfrey that I have. I'm going to acquire, or at least to try to acquire, the what's called the Russian comfrey is Symphytum uplandicum. So it's a hybrid. It's a cross between Symphytum officinale, which is true comfrey. That's just comfrey. Because all these other comfreys have other names. Like they got a prickly comfrey. They got a bunch of other different names for comfrey. Common names, that is. So it's a cross between Symphytum officinale and Symphytum asperum. When you cross those two, you get Russian comfrey. That's why Russian comfrey is much more furry and prickly, because it gets that trait from the what's called Symphytum asperum. It's called prickly comfrey or rough comfrey. It gets that trait from that, and then it's a little less furry than that, because the official one, the one that's for real legit, it's not furry like that. Now, what's the difference between the two? As far as using them as a fertilizer in your garden, I don't think there's a huge difference. Now, medicinally, Symphytum officinale, true comfrey, that one is more medicinal than the Russian comfrey. The Russian comfrey is medicinal, but the true comfrey, that's the one. And I forget the Bocking number. I think it's 7 or something. I don't know. But like I said, I don't worry about them Bocking numbers, because I have bought stuff and the stuff is supposed to be that Bocking number and they lying. And if you don't know what you're looking at and what you're talking about, you will get confused. So if you go by the scientific name, I find that to be a much more reliable way to get what you want. So if you want the true comfrey, like if you're going to try to ingest it or use it medicinally on yourself, the true comfrey is more medicinal. The Symphytum officinale, it's more medicinal. The Russian comfrey is medicinal. You still can use it for medicinal purposes. It's just not as medicinal as far as garden uses. Like if you're only going to be making comfrey tea and stuff, you have no, you don't want to make any balms, or you don't want to make any teas like to drink, like for yourself, like to ingest or etc. You don't want to make any creams or stuff like that. Then don't worry about it. Get either one of them. But let me tell you, when y'all ask me, do I have seeds? No, I do not. Right now, I do not have true comfrey. I have Russian comfrey. It is sterile because it is a hybrid. When they hybridize that plant, those flowers will never make seeds. They'll make beautiful flowers. The bees be all over them all day long. You'll never get seeds. That's not a bad thing. It comes back all the time. It's not like it's going to die. It's a perennial. It's not an annual plant. So, that's that. But the Symphytum officinale, true comfrey, it will make seeds for you. It'll make those same flowers. They'll look very, very similar. The plant just won't be as furry, as prickly. You don't have to use gloves to work that plant. I know y'all see me working with comfrey without gloves. Let me tell you something. I have gotten accustomed to it. When I first started working with comfrey, my skin used to be so irritated after. Like, it wasn't you couldn't see a rash, but it felt like, I had all these little prickles in me. It was almost like when you work with fiberglass or something, and that fiberglass gets in your skin. I would feel that all day, but now I've gotten used to it now, so it irritates me for like maybe 30 minutes after working with it, and then it goes away. But I don't recommend I recommend you use gloves. I don't recommend you work Comfrey barehanded. You can. I just do it because I'm trite and lazy and don't want to go get no gloves. So I would just be like, by the time I go get gloves, I could be done doing what I'm doing. But yeah. So that's pretty much my video on Comfrey. The sterile Comfrey, you're gonna propagate that by roots. That's the way you propagate it, is by root pieces. So if you buy any and they talking about you getting Russian Comfrey and they talking about they gonna send you some seeds, they lying. Russian Comfrey ain't got no seeds. They better be gonna send you some pieces of root. Now, when I got my pieces of root, I think I paid $10, and the lady sent me, she was supposed to send me 4, but she sent me some extras, and it was 6. All of them came up. One of them was kind of weak, and I kind of killed it. Ain't no kind of killed it, I killed it. But yeah, so that's that one. But if you want the true Comfrey, you can propagate it by roots, or you can collect the seeds. If you leave the seeds naturally, it will self-seed itself. It's still a perennial. It still will come back. But that's something that you could think about. They still say that the true Comfrey is still easier to propagate by roots. They said the seeds will germinate, but the germination rate is often pretty low. I can see that. I got some seeds one time. They didn't germinate too well. So I'm going to get some pieces of the root and try to get those to get going, because I want to have both. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover as far as Comfrey. So yeah, for those asking if I have any seeds of Comfrey, no, I do not. I will see if I can get some root pieces out of the ground when my stuff goes dormant. But let me tell you this. Where I have my Comfrey planted in between them tire beds, it's hell to dig in there. So if I can't get to the roots, I'm sorry, y'all. It's where I got it planted. I know Essayon's family, he sent out some Comfrey to Nature 9 one time. I told Nature 9 to get in contact with him. So if you go to Essayon's family, the Sapper Gardener, talk to him. He might got some. I'm not saying that he do. I'm not saying that he willing to dig it up. You got to talk to him and ask him. I'm not going to make no decisions for his plants and what he got going on over there. I just know that a while back, he offered that in a video, that if anybody wanted some Comfrey, to contact him. I don't know how many people have contacted him. So, all you can do is ask. The worst thing you do is tell you, no, he's a nice guy. He's not going to cut you out. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. That's what I wanted to say about Comfrey. You got any questions? Leave me in the comment section. I will get out of the bed at some point in time. Just not right now. So, till next time, I'll see you guys later.